Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Microphone is working okay. Lighting could be a little bit better. It's the curse of being a small streamer. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, or whatever the case may be. I'm kind of, setting everything up while I'm talking. I hope you don't mind. Hello, beautiful people. Hello. How's it going? How's it going? Hope your weekend is going okay. Mine is going well. Winter and I, we had some good food. We hung out, watched some TV. We went down to the beach, spent some time together. It's a nice Valentine's Day, and I hope yours was as well. And I hope yours is going okay. I hope you're at the very end of the day. I hope you're learning to love yourself, as corny as it sounds. Okay, but yeah. I go Mechanical Beanstalk. If you're unfamiliar with me, I'm a variety streamer who tries to do more off-the-radar games, and that includes games that have a very strong community presence or modded presence or indies or retros that need a little bit more time in the spotlight. Today is our unofficial Warhammer 40,000 Sundays. Happy unofficial Warhammer 40,000 Sundays, everyone. How's it going? Yeah, so we started off... let me actually do something else really quick. I'm doing something where I am... I'm actually trying to run a second vertical stream, and it's getting used to, it's more of an experimentation, seeing what's going on, because some people just like to kind of sit back and watch on their phones. So, I have an alternate video that might be live, might not, depending on how things go. But yeah, there should be an alternate vertical version of this particular stream. But anyways, yeah, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. I got my intro aside. On today's episode of Unofficial Warhammer 40,000 Sundays, we're playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, right? It's part of the Warhammer 40,000 franchise, focusing more of the naval combat, in the far-off future of 40,000 plus. We have ships that are like the size of, cities, have thousands and thousands of people on them. More like broadside fighter versus like nimble, like laser engagement, and a lot of like sci-fi. And yeah, you're playing the stars. A post-apocalyptic event has happened in the post-apocalyptic setting of Warhammer 40,000, where a key world of the Imperium fell. A kind of an evil psychic storm of like chaos power ripped across the galaxy, and you're as Lord Captain, I think he's Lord Captain currently. Lord High Admiral Spire. You're tasked with trying to keep a section of the Imperium, the Empire Man, together, right? That's pretty much the gist of it. You fight with giant city ships. We're playing with the Skalgrim Mod, so it adds a bunch of like more lore accurate models of ships, along with like some super versions of those ships. And yeah, let's get on into it. Let's bounce off. Be sure to like and follow and subscribe if you haven't already. Currently trying to get up to 500 subs over on YouTube. We're almost there, last time I checked. Eensy beansy there. If you can follow me on Twitch, that's good as well. I stream live on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Wednesday, Thursday night, Saturday, Sunday mornings. I'll try to do more like vertical streams as well for the people who like to watch it on their phone. Yeah. If you have a follow over on Twitch, if you can give me a sub over on YouTube, it most certainly helps me out. Okay, so hopefully the vertical stream is running okay. I don't think it's live at the moment. I think there's something going on with the OBS, but I should have the post-recording out. Ooh, is it? I think so. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's recording. Can't tell. Is it recording? I'm not sure. I think it stopped recording. I'm not sure. Hold on one second. Let's see. Record. I don't want to hit it and then it ends the recording. Okay, it stopped. I have no idea what's going on. Anyways, yeah, it stopped the recording on the vertical. So yeah, I'm just going to play around with the vertical recording. We'll see what happens. Well, whatever happens, happens. Anyways, hope you guys are doing okay. Okay, it stopped recording. Interesting. Well, that's something I'll probably have to work out later. Okay, so I guess I'm not recording vertically. So eventually we'll try to do a third vertical stream. Whatever! Whatever, YouTube or Twitch or whatever the source of the problem is. I'm not really much sure about that. Anyways, let's bounce on over think I did all of the things on my intro, so we're good. Usually we do talk about Warhammer 40,000 lore as well when we do Warhammer 40,000 PC games, or just any games whatsoever. So we might, every so often, we might take a little bit of break and look through the Warhammer 40,000 role-playing games like Wiki, or the PDFs of the role-playing game, the pen and paper role-playing game, a la Dungeons and Dragons. Well, look through those, and we kind of like talk about certain obscure aspects of Warhammer 40,000 lore. I like talking about Warhammer 40,000 lore because it goes very well to the way it's designed. It goes very well to speculation and just like idea crafting, right? It makes a really good role-playing game as well. So last time, from what I remember, we were trying to invade the Agrippina we conquered the Agrippina system, and we are trying to essentially conquer most of the Agrippina sector. So this is the swath of space in general, right? I think my ships are pretty good. I think we learned a little bit more about reinforcements. I'm a little bit unclear on how reinforcements work, where you can put out like a small wave of guys and then send in your big heavy hitters later on to like mop things up. Still working on that, but we did a mission last time. I thought we actually cleared the track. I'm not entirely sure. We're almost level 7, and level 7 unlocks the next tier of ships, which I'm really excited for. I think within the next couple of missions we should probably get that, right? I think, let's see here, I think we just got Agrippina, or the Albertian. How do you say this? Elbitern. Okay, so in order to do this next mission and clear our heats on the bottom right-hand corner, urgency, whatever it's called, we have to do this one, this mission, we have to do this mission. So, kind of involves thinking, using my brain meats, and I might eventually have to make another fleet, I think, in order to cover defenses a little bit more, because I'm going to be spread kind of thin. We can get this out of the way, and hopefully that'll clear the heat. I don't think it will, though. We can go... I mean, the better way to go is probably here, here, and here. Because I think these are actually valuable resource worlds. So if I get them, then I'll get more resources per turn. Let's see here. This is like not too crazy. It has a... Does it have a space station? I don't think it does. Like, this guy is actually not that strong. Trying to think of what we can do. Let's take a look around. I got to make sure I wasn't planning on doing anything in particular. Like, I probably had some sort of like grand plan in mind, but then again, well, maybe not. Okay, so I have one guy over here, Clint. Clint is kind of looking after my border territory. Nothing's really here. It's pretty well defended. I have money, but not as much money as I like to have stockpiled. But that's just kind of like, what do I want to do? Do I want to do... I think I'm going to do this mission next. Okay. Oh, I think we did take a look at this mission last time before we ended the stream. Deployment order. So let's do... What's going on here? Oh, I accidentally clicked on it. Whatever. So let's do... So who's going out first? So the glorious Cannoli is going out first, right? And we do have a lot of... We got a lot of ships in reserve. I'm not 100% sure of how to Let's see here. Trying for Balthazar. Battlecruiser, battlecruiser. So I get like this. And then we can do some smaller ships. We have essentially what I'm thinking about for my first wave of sending out, right? I feel like I got to send out the heroes. And then do a lot of like smaller ships. And a lot of escorts, right? From what I remember, I think the deal is that you're trying to protect like a caravan of traders. They're going through a sector of space, and then there's some raiders, some space dark elves that are raiding those ships, right? But the thing is, you don't know which things on your sensors are actually legitimate threats, or if they're just like stellar debris because of the radiation that's in the area. So I figure that I'll get some small guys first. I think lunars are carriers, I want to say. So, methinks. Me not sures. But we'll do this. And then we can do Gladius, Cobra. We'll do a Cobra. We'll do a lot of small guys out here. So Sword, Firestorm, Nova, Nova, Nova. And I think, let's see here. Vanguard Mark II, Mark II. That should be fine. So we're not deploying like the heavy hitters. Okay. Okay, stopping the harvest. So we got Dark Eldar slavers that we actually have to fight against. Skalgrim is the name of the mod. It's also the name of the mod author. Apparently he's going to be his birth name. I'm just assuming. I don't know, maybe it is. Who knows? I've encountered that some mod authors in some of the games that we've been playing where I've just kind of thought that, I don't know, maybe it's just the name of the mod because the name is just too wild, but it's just me with my American brain not really getting out there. It's like, oh, that Ramstein McFiggle Snipe is your actual name. Okay, cool.
High Admiral, Drakari raiders closing on Imperial transport ship.
They're carrying thousands of new workers.
Auspex readings indicate the system is subject to intermittent radiation waves. We may not be able to rely on our sensors.
Makes for a devil of a rescue. We'll all be blind out there, not see the raiders till they're right on top of us.
Okay.
The same is true of our foes, Commodore. Are you suggesting we leave those transport ships in the raiders' clutches?
So, yeah, one of the things about this campaign is that you have to manage your resources, right? So there might be a time when you have like a resources are pretty plentiful, but then you'll have to have a hard fought, grindy campaign elsewhere in your empire, right? You have to go over there, but that's very costly. Puts a dent in your resources. There's always the level of heat that was on the bottom right hand side of the screen is always increasing. So the more it increases, the more you kind of like dawdle around, the more often you're attacked. So it's you got to be careful about like how you commit your resources at any particular time. I think so far my strategy of just getting money, background money, and sending in waves of like smaller escorts with maybe only 2,000 people on them. It's not that much. That's probably the best way to go in order to like finish up the campaign. We'll see. I have a feeling that because all of the Skalgrim's like very heavy, like max level ships, they look incredibly powerful. I have a feeling that once I reach a certain point in the campaign, it's going to be like a cakewalk, right? Because I'll probably have like tons of resources from like saving them up. I'll have a lot of ships that are just one-hit kill. Am I still streaming? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I feel like my app is making it seem like what is going on. Oh, is it not showing the game? Hold on one second. This is weird. Hold on one second. Very strange. Okay, well, yeah, for some reason, it's not showing the actual gameplay. I have it up on this new mission. Let me see what I can do. Give me 1 second, guys. Always I get these kind of like stumpers like right in the middle of the stream, you know? Let's do... Give me 1 second. I wonder why it's doing that. Hold up. Let's do... Uno momento, por favor. Okay, let's see if this works. Hold on. Okay. Really does not want to work. It's working fine last week. I haven't done anything. Haven't done anything different. Okay. That is not the screen I want. Let's do this. Let me end the game. Let me restart the program. Let me see if that helps. In the meantime, we can always just talk about 40k lore, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's do boop. Let's see. Thanks for being patient with me. I appreciate it, guys. Let's see. La 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 la. Battlefleet Gothic. Let's see. Oh, so we're gonna be trying something. You know, maybe for my record of like having technical problems over the last few days, I should be a little bit more wary about doing this. But on Wednesday, we're going to be trying to do. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the Super Nintendo Super Scope, but we're trying to play some Super Nintendo Super Scope games, like light gun games, with a Wii remote that I've hooked up to my my streaming PC. Right, so we'll see how that works. I think it's going to be kind of like the if it works well. I think it's going to be like delightfully annoying for me and for you guys to watch. But let's see here. We have this. Okay. So let's take a look at some of the stuff. I think we're going to be talking about some of the Xenos ships, right? Now, we talked a little bit about orc ships, I think either last Battlefleet Gothic Armada stream or the one before that, right? Let's see, Battlefleet Kronos, load up that. And... Okay, so, let's see here. So this is a race I don't think we've actually had a chance to really talk about on Rogue Trader or Battlefleet Gothic Armada, right? So let's see. Come on. 1 second. Not really. So Kronos Bestiary. What were they called? I forget what their name is. They're so obscure sometimes that I can't even remember what they're called. The Rak Gull, right? So we're going to talk about the Rak Gull. Because the Rak Gull have their own ships. So the red goal. So essentially what they are is they ply their whole trade. This is kind of what a rat goal looks like. They're kind of a combination. They're like a centipede, more sentient xenomorph from the Aliens franchise, but they use kind of like a diesel punk like technology, right? They're pretty crazy. I've never actually used them in my Warhammer 40,000 role-playing game, like pen and paper role-playing game campaigns, but they are interesting. They're a good, interesting concept. I'm always very interested when they try to mush Warhammer 40,000 with elements of a new, like a different type of sci-fi, like cyberpunk, like Star Trek type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like a kind of more of like sleek technology, which I think in a lot of ways the Tau is kind of like that. Where it's just they have more like sleek technology versus kind of like the diesel punky, like grim dark, gnarled technology of the Imperium side of Warhammer 40,000. I always like when they kind of clash and see what kind of things that they do, right? But the rat goal are kind of like the xenomorph diesel punk, right? So they descended from the heavens like a maelstrom of destruction. Let's see here. Make sure, see if that's actually working. In a momento. Skalgrim is loaded up. What is going on? Let's see. Oh, man, what is going on, man? Okay. Maybe it has to be something like... I hate doing this during stream. I really do. It's one of my least favorite activities. Let's see here. Okay. I think it's working. I think it's working. I think it's working. Okay. Okay. Before... okay. Continue campaign. Hopefully this works. Okay. While it's doing that, while it's loading, we'll go back and we'll talk a little bit about our lore discussion. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. Appreciate it. So yeah, the rat goal. They descend from the heavens like a maelstrom of destruction. Everything they seek and everything they find lies in ruins, for they are of a lost age. Though, if they do find the treasure they seek, a new age of strife will come upon us all. The Witches of Footfall, prior to the first sighting of the rat goal. Since the discovery of the Maw, relatively few Imperial vessels have ventured into the unbeholden reaches. So from where we are playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, we're just outside Cadia, right? Let's see. Cadia. And we're in the Agripiana, so that's southeast. If you look at it on a galactic map, northwest all the way over the corner is where the rat goal are, over in the Cronus Expanse, right? Since the discovery of the Maw, relatively few Imperial worlds have ventured into the unbeholden reaches. Few have successfully made such journeys and returned to tell of them. However, in 710 M41, an attack on the merchant brig Solace of Dawn revealed this new threat, possibly the most dangerous in that region of the Cronus Expanse. Adeptus Mechanicus explorators from the Disciples of Thule discovered that the Solace of Dawn was a drifting wreck. Her crew were all slain, and records only beginning to hint at the savagery involved in the assault. Since that time, dozens of additional confirmed losses have been attributed to the rat goal attack. The rat goal may have been victimized countless more, but limited communications and lack of any remains means that any number would be speculative at best. Over the decades, rat goal sightings continued to occur throughout the trailing and rimward portions of the expanse. In recent years, other human craft have confirmed encounters with these marauding terrors in the cauldron of the heathen stars, indicating that they're spread across the expanse. Unfortunately, very few have survived an encounter with these Xenos to tell the story of the conflict. Even fewer have retained sufficient sanity to make the stories believable. With their continuing expansion, the Rat Ghoul have eradicated sentient life on dozens of planets. In some instances, they were isolated populations of primitive Xenos, and others, the creatures destroyed larger human settlements, including the one on ģnormous Prize. Throughout this time, no known humans have ever established a meaningful dialogue with the species. Rather, attempts at communication have always ended with violent conflict, as the Xenos continuously attack any who they encounter. As a consequence, little is directly known about their culture, philosophy, or language, or even if they possess any of these traits. Suppositions have been made regarding all of these matters, particularly in concert with the information obtained from other Xenos species concerning encounters with Rat Ghoul. Even prior to first confirmed human losses, races such as the Strixus and Vy'keen mentioned the Rat Ghoul when dealing with human cultures. Ancient legends from several cultures spoke of a race that travels the stars, purging planets as they went. The capabilities afforded to these Xenos varied from world to world, but few factors were consistent with modern reports from the Imperial sources. The first of these issues is the clear fact that these attackers were relentless and merciless. The aliens were known as the Scourge of the Expanse, and the legends describe them as relentlessly cleansing the planets of all life and culture. Okay, let's go back to Battlefleet Gothic for a little bit. Boop. Okay, I see it. So far, it looks good. I don't know. At least it didn't set us back that far. At least I actually like caught the fact that it wasn't displaying on stream. That would be very annoying. Okay, so we'll do what's the best thing to do? What's the best thing to do? Let's do boop. Couple bruisers, and we got a lot of escorts. And I think we did lunar. I think the lunars have whatchamacallit cannons. Something cannons. I'm drawing a blank at the moment. Okay, so it's loading up. Let it load up. Let's go back to the thing. Internets. Okay. Similarly, these mythical terrors were described as corrupted and armed with fell mechanical enhancements. The legends disagree on the reason for this, but all clearly indicate that the mechanical components were designed to increase their combat capabilities. Some of the tales said the creatures hated themselves as much as they hated other life, and thus replaced components to distance themselves from their physical form. Others suggest that the Rat Ghoul were a race created from nothing by another god-like race that had the mechanical components and were simply used to finish the job, replacing those parts that could be not be crafted biologically. Additionally, stories suggest that implants might be associated with status, purity, or a requirement for reproduction. However, the truth is likely to remain unknown from Imperial agencies until the Imperial agencies capture and interrogate one of their Xenos. So one of the things I think, one of the theories that's out there is the Rat Ghoul were the Rat Ghoul were a servitor race of the Ragna, and the Ragna were one of the strongest opponents of the Imperium. They actually fought the Imperium at its height during the Great Crusade. So it's this height of the Imperium at the Great Crusades. It could be argued that they're actually stronger than the current day Imperium in the setting that we're playing in right now. It's debatable, right? But even then, they fought the Ragnan Empire during the Ragnan Xenocides, and they almost destroyed the Imperium, right? It was pretty crazy, and they lost at least one Primarch through there. I think the 11th Primarch that no one actually talks about. It's a big thing, right? There's more to talk about in that particular lore. But they say, I think there's certain little drops of snippets that are in the Rat Ghoul. They kind of say that something made them, right? And they migrated from somewhere else, right? Because the Ragnan Empire is more in the Galactic East, so we'll see. I feel like eventually they will touch on the Ragnan Xenocides, because the Horus Heresy book series is so popular. When they kind of go away from the Horus Heresy for a while and people kind of get, pine for the good old days, then they'll say, oh, well, let's just release the tale of the Ragnan Xenocides, bring all the Primarchs back, have this unknown story that was like wiped from their minds. That's something I can really see happening. So I asked Ross Watson, one of the creators of the Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader RPG, the pen and paper one, and he said that at the time the Ragnan xenocides hadn't been fleshed out as much, so it's not something that occurred to him that the Rackle. It's not something he would have occurred to him to write out or hint at the time. So it's probably unlikely. And like from what the hints they drop, even though they match up pretty well, it's kind of unlikely that it's really the case. But it's one of those things that, like, if a lot of creative got together and they saw that this made more sense, that they could make happen, right? But Ross Watson said that, like, he likes the idea, but it was not something he was considering, right? So whatever. I still think, even though I'm talking about to the person that actually made this game, I think I know more than he does. No, I don't. Sort of kind of do. Nope, the mod still on overlay. Okay, yeah. Hey, the dev, what's going on? Let's see here. Anyways, let's see here. See, chat is being weird on my phone too, so hopefully I can see all of your chats. I'll try to keep an eye on my second monitor for chats as well. But yeah, stream is being kind of weird today. Anyways, let's go Battlefleet Gothic Armada. Everything seems to be okay. Sound seems to be working okay. Video, my beautiful face is coming in just fine. Okay, so let's see here. I feel like I've had a little bit of time since I first played this game. Let's see here. Trying to remember all the controllers that I had set up. So we got Spire, we got Setor. We'll do as number 2. Fate Horror is going to be number 3. The Mechanicus. They're all brawlers. And then we have we have 4, and then 5, and then 6, and 7. Okay, so we have some carriers with some Nova cannons. That's what I was thinking about. Nova cannons is what I'm thinking about. So we do have some stuff in reserve though. So I figured that. Okay, 7. Let's see here. Let's move these guys over here. So frigate, Firestorm frigate. That's macro cannons in lance weapons. So anti-shield, anti-hull. Let's kind of categorize some of these guys. We'll send them out on their own. 2 macro cannons. We'll kind of group these guys based on what they're doing. Maybe we'll see. So we have that macro cannon, lance, and. Wait, Cobra Widowmaker. Wait, does he not have... He doesn't have any other weapons? I didn't realize that. The destroyer version of the Cobra Widowmaker? Okay. Only has torpedoes? Oh, and a scanner. Okay, great. Good for you. He's trying. Let's see. Doop-a-doo. And then blue. And beeble boo-boo. Okay, so that seems fine. Let's do scanner. Cobra is going to be a scanner. Doesn't look like he has any other weapons. I didn't realize that the Cobra Widowmaker doesn't have any weapons except like 1 torpedo. Great. Good for him. Let's see here. So, let's see. Let's make a couple groups. We'll do boop. And we'll do boop. And we'll do boop. And I guess we'll just do boop. Like this boop. So 8. And then 9. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy about that. So... Okay, so all these little signatures might be a ship, or they might... Oh, those are actual... Okay, those are the actual transports. See you. And you'll get resources for each transport that makes it out of the back. Destroy or rout every one of the true. So I don't need to actually save my people in order to get victory on this. Typical Imperial. Okay. But I will get resources, which I will need for the campaign. So what should I do? I'll send out my guys. Hold on. It's 8, 9. Okay. And then we have. Let's see here. I feel like I don't need to be subtle. Like 1, 2, 3. And I can have my lunars in the back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5. Okay. Yeah, we got that. We got some. Yeah, I'll have my lunars in the back with the carriers. I'll have my hero ships up here where they can actually use their reinforced shields in order to take a little bit more damage. And I think what I'll do is I'll kind of just go down the middle with my fleet. I won't even bother to be subtle on these guys. And then for these guys, they'll be a little bit more stealthy. Lock on, silent running. Okay. I mean, I don't really know if there's a better strategy than that. Yeah, I'm not seeing chat. Weird. Give me 1 second. Can I do something? I'm not. I always have like really weird stuff. Makes me kind of sad not to be able to see chat. Let me see if I can fix this really quick. In the world of computers, there's no true understanding in the world of computers. Stuff just kind of happens. Okay. Let's see here. Get that. Okay. Okay, I see you, the dev. Thank you very much for contributing. Appreciate it. Okay, so I can kind of see it out of the corner of my eye. Anyways, let's do this. I have my master strategy that I have my commissar on board, so no one question my strategy here.
This is Lord High Admiral Spire of Battlefleet Gothic.
Such fire, burning brief like a candle before the bitter moon. Green elsewhere, Admiral Spire. Your petty cloak of defiance is a poor raiment, unfitting to be worn before your betters.
Degenerate Xenos. It is not my cloak that should concern you, but the lesson in humility I've come to teach.
Or perhaps I shall tutor you. Yes, one can never have too many pets. You will take to the cage well, with proper encouragement. All ships, loose your claws, seize the freighters, bring their crews to me writhing in torment.
It's like funny that like Dark Eldar, or like a lot of factions of the Imperium, they can be so dismissive to humanity when like humanity is like they're no joke. Like they probably had they're probably well aware of the many naval engagements that they've had with like an Imperial battle fleet that have not gone well. Okay, so all of these are not necessarily ships, so we'll see what's going on here. Okay, we'll do, let's see, we'll start going here. And do. And I'm gonna send my escorts in first to kind of soften them up and kind of herd them into a certain area for me. Okay. And we got Lord High Admiral Bing Bong. We'll swing by one of the clouds to give us a little bit of cover.
Enemy sighted.
And we'll slow down
We wait
as
your
necessary. Like, how do you, like, are you so confident that you're going to be able to defeat Lord High Admiral Bing Bong? It's just not in the cards, Xenos. It's just not. Okay. And they're already attacking some of my guys. I can't really be subtle. Like, there's no way I can make that in time, right? Let's see here. Maybe I should just curve and just go there, like, really fast. It's Monday on a Sunday. Okay, let's just do
Your orders?
a turn, and let's just use a little bit of afterburn. Like, there's no way I'm going to be able to make that.
Rouse the engines to fury.
Pause for a second. We should have... Let's send a couple fighters to the fence spire.
Aye, Admiral. Enemy sighted.
Oh, hold on one second. My mouse controls are not working too. Hold on one second. That's always fun. Nope. Pause. All right, hold up. Boo. Okay, so boarding, hold fire. That lightning strike. Burn retros was this one, I want to say. Yes. All head full. High energy turn. Okay, I think. Hopefully it's gonna work. Wait, it's not working?
Ship ready.
Okay, cool. I have to kind of just get in. You know, originally I was going to have my little guys in here. But... let's see here. Okay, so... okay. Why is my little guy right here? Have him catch up a little bit. And... like, they're not just like shoot through all my guys before I can even get to them. This game is like no slouch in difficulty a lot of times. Okay. Let's just do some that and that and that. Ba-doo, ba-doo, boo. 7. Okay. All right. Hopefully I can like save at least one. Okay. Okay, cool. We got some engagements here. So, well, we know you're real. I can do... let's see here. Fire, plasma bomb. What we got? Plasma bomb, supercharged void shield. Plasma bomb, let's do that. You know, let's do... try to fight this guy. Actually...
Give us purpose.
let's do a raiding team. Got.
State your order.
We can do. This is kind of almost like a combination, like turn-based strategy and real-time in a way. Because you do have to, in order to, I don't know. Or at least me. I don't know about other people, but at least me. It does seem like you do have to pause the game quite a bit. Let's see here. Okay, I'll do one Nova Cannon. And we'll do, let's see, Fury Interceptor on this guy. Let's see here. We'll be kind of subtle with a lot of our shots. And you, Macro Warp Jump. We have another bomb. Let's see here. We can actually, it's like right. Is there one of my small ships in here? I feel like I'm just gonna like fire into like a crowd of guys, and like hopefully I won't kill myself. Or hopefully I won't kill everyone that I do not need to kill.
Redirecting. Enemy sighted.
Okay. So let's go here. Okay. How are my stories? I feel like I should, yeah, I should just send like a wave of my escorts. Brace for impact, and then send in multiple engagements, and then my other. Yeah, that's, and just go all the way in. Auto engagement. And I'll just focus on this.
Understood. I am listening.
Okay. Might be good to have Drifting Hulk. Oh wait, Drifting Hulk, but I can send in people, right? Yeah! I can send in people. So he's still sort of not gonna die, maybe? Who knows? Let's see here. I think I have more Novas I can use. Let's do... yeah, let's do some Nova shots. Nova shot. And then is there going to be another Nova shot? Is there going to be another Nova shot? Nova shot, da 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 da.
At your command.
Is there going to be another Nova shot? Do 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 do.
Before that wave hits.
Then we shall use
The
it
wave?
to our advantage.
Wait,
All transports, engage full ahead.
the wave? Oh, maybe just...
Clear of the fight.
huh? Okay, sure. Anyways. Do 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 do. Wait. Oh, radiation waves affect detection devices all over the battlefield. Radiation waves may be anticipated. A signal will be displayed every 30 seconds. As long as the radiation wave is active, all ships remain stealth until they are enter scanning region of the enemy. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's do plasma bomb. Let's see here. Plasma bomb. Let's do bombs, bombs, bombs. That's fine. If there's no one there, that's fine. It's not that big a deal. Let's see here. Do we have more? Send these guys out. Advance, advance, advance. Do we have any more Free shuttle bays? No.
We stand ready. Repositioning. Enemy sighted. Underway.
You too, huh?
Force engaged.
Okay. We can just kind of go
New vector acknowledged.
towards them, right?
Your orders?
And they will get hit by the macro fire.
Receiving your order.
Enemy sighted.
Let's hit them really hard before the radiation wave comes in. Okay, just advance, 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 and yes, advance. Cool. And we'll put out some bombs.
Aye, Admiral.
Transition begun.
Probably should just hit them with everything we have.
Impossible, Admiral.
Show us the enemy.
Radiation wave has reached us. Sensors will be blind for approximately 2 minutes.
Oh, let's see here. Scuttle. I don't want to scuttle anything. Let's see here. Troop transport. Can I do? The Dark Elder having this problem? I don't think so. Can I? Let's have them all my guys just come up here. And we'll get some troop transports because I think all the crew have been like killed. Wait, I don't think I can say kill in like YouTube anymore, can I? Like affects your... I don't know, man. Like, there's like all sorts of words that I can't say during the stream. But I'm not careful at all. Who knows?
Your orders? Impossible, Admiral.
Pause. Let's get some more crew in here. More crew. Anyone else? Scan. Oh, cool.
I am listening.
Can I actually attack now?
We serve.
Aye, Admiral. We serve. We serve. Heavy damage registered.
Aye, Admiral.
This has been kind of an easy mission, actually. All the guys are like really weedy. I haven't even used my full power. Oh, hold up 1 second. We got. Yes. Prepare.
We wait your command.
Reveal the Omnisire.
Escort vessel lost.
It is what it is.
It will be destroyed.
I think that's it. I think this is like the last guy. He's trying to get away. Yeah, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, buddy? Oh. Who's this? It's up here.
Ship ready. Understood.
Get further in.
Setting course.
What you got for me?
Changing course. Heading acknowledged.
Cool. Anyone else coming in?
Underway.
Get these guys to not flee.
Impossible, Admiral.
Hull failing. Bulkheads collapsing.
Is an honor to die for the Imperium. I'm sorry.
Escort craft destroyed.
We serve. Underway.
Close in on these guys.
We wait your command.
Actually, what do I have? Oh, pull up 1 second. Oh.
Aye, Admiral.
Do, 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 do.
We wait your command.
You.
Ship ready. We serve.
Where do you think you're going, buddy?
Engaging.
State your order.
Bomber, yes.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
And interceptor, bomber, yes. Do, 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 do. Look at he's like zipping and zapping. It's crazy.
I am listening.
Impossible, Admiral. Aye, Admiral.
Let's get some torpedo in here.
Course engaged. Target locked in.
Bye bye. That should be it, right? Cool.
The Drukhari are vanquished. Of their vessels, only ruin remains.
The fate of all slavers. Secure
Okay.
from battle stations.
That was probably like the easiest fight I've ever had in this campaign so far.
Alberton will rebuild.
Okay. I think everything's running okay. At least my stream is running. We got... I think I just lost like little escorts. That's fine. They're like super cheap. They're only a few thousand people. It's nothing. Oh wait, how much? I didn't even see how many transports. I think I saw at least one transport survived. So is that. Okay, so complete the special operation in the Alberton system of the Agripiana sector. So I got a lot of the fights left. Hive Worlds. Cannot advance just yet. Choo-choo-choo. Kind of want to make a new fleet. Let's see what I can do for fleet-wise. Let's see. Let's see. What can we do fleet-wise? Go fleets. We got for commanders. We have a probe specialist. We have auger disruption bomb. We got shield, a stardust ship. We have tarot. I think this would be fine. Oop. We got Ultramarines, Imperial Fists, Space Wolves, Dark Angels, Blood Angels, White Scars, Salamanders, Iron Hands, Raven Guard. Kind of cool. I like White Scars. It's the parent chapter of my homebrew Space Marine chapter. Mission Dissipator is going to be identified. It's actually a lot of these aren't that great. Oh, built available fleet slots 0. Oh, so I think I have to get a Mechanicus fleet slot. Okay, that's fine. Lightning Strike deals with 3 additional assault actions. I mean, this is going to be more of like a defender. Mecha Dominator marks a ship within 1,800 units around the ship. Mark ship is disabled. Cannot move, shoot, or use any abilities like rally and encouraging speech. If Mark ship uses one of these skills, make a dominating effect is cancelled. It doesn't sound that great. Launches a Horb. Can use a... Actually, you know what? Maybe I will. A stun with... Like, I'm never gonna like remember to keep track of like whether or not he's used encouraging speech or not, but they all look pretty much the same. I guess I'm gonna do Mechanicus. Mechanicus fleets. 729. I gotta make sure not to use too much resources. Just have like a small fleet. We'll build them up over the course of time. So we'll do... Let's see here. What do we have here? We have bombardment, nothing but macro cannons. We have macro cannon, a good lunar cruiser. Yeah, lunars are actually not that bad. Lunar plus, they have a lance, they have 2 macro batteries, they have 2 bays, and they have a nova cannon. So lunar seems like a good choice. We have a couple lunars in here. Gothic, we have advanced lance turret, lance battery weapons, so armor, yeah, like an armor piercing one. Let's see, and then we have advanced lance turret, and then 4 carriers. That's not fun. Let's do boop. What we got so far? Lunar. We have a dictator. I think 2 lunars would be good. Then we have a couple. We got a couple swords. 2, and then Cobra Widowmaker. I'll just do Cobras. Cool. Not the strongest fleet, but it's cheap. So eventually we'll build them up to something. So I have a little bit more coverage. Because I know my empire is going to start to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually it's going to be a little bit too hard to maintain. Okay, boop. We have battle plans also, so we can reduce the heat in the campaign a little bit if necessary. Okay, invasion is incoming. Fascinating. Okay, we got that. Is everyone repaired? Low urgency. I will reduce that. Try to just kind of keep myself alive. Save. Let's see. And we got up here. There is an incoming fleet. 900 strength fleet. So we'll do a defense platform. We can do minefields. Minefields apply a delay of 1 turn for each enemy evasion or assault. Defense platforms. We'll do that. So 927 versus 900. That should be fine. And I think it's fine. I don't know if I need to add anything more. I want to save money. Like 687 resources per turn is like not that bad, but I feel like I'm gonna need like a good stockpile of wealth later in the system, because eventually you start getting like Tyranids and like super battleships, the equivalent of that. So High World, yes, upgrade that most definitely. And training grounds. Increase the critical assault chance of Imperial ships creating the sector. I think that's fine. I think I'm doing okay. Oh, wait, no, wait. I think yes. Okay, and then let's keep on moving on. We're gonna hit this guy. Probably do some auto battles because I only have a 2.5 hour stream. I didn't... I just realized I didn't really replace my escort ships, did I? Let's see. Launch battle. 25, 27. It should be fine. The enemy is trying to reinforce the area orbital structures. Can I do that? Did I lose anything? Shouldn't have. They're really... yeah. Cool. And a battle plan. Nice. Cool. Experience. Nice. Alright. Let's see. My shipyard. So you do have a shipyard. So we could get some escorts. Oh, and someone's going to level up. Nice. Excellent. Excellente, pace picante. And we have a battle plan that we can use to delay the heat again. So that's good. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Currently working on building up my YouTube side, which I got a little bit of a late start in. Let's see here. Do I not do that? Weird. Anyways, trying to build up my YouTube side a little bit. Got a little bit of a late start over on YouTube. So working on getting to 500 by the end of the month. I think I have like 2 or 3 left. If you guys can help me out, that'd be great. I do stream Wednesday, Thursday nights, Saturday, Sunday mornings, and mostly like off the radar games, like kind of obscure stuff. That's what I'm aiming for. Trying to aim to have a very welcoming community, some place that you can feel like safe in. Wait, battle cruiser. Wait, do I have? Oh no, I have. Okay, yes, I have seen battle cruisers before. I'm just being crazy. Grand cruiser is what I'm going to get next level. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so Novas. But yeah, like and follow and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help me out. Boop, boo. Nova. Nova. I can't really hit. See, like the spread of like the escort's torpedo is like so small. They're kind of hard to hit. I feel like I'd rather just get more Novas. 2 bombardments. Doop. That should be fine. Confirm. Let's see here. Inspire. Yeah, they need a little bit more, don't they? Choo. Yeah, they need some a little bit of repairs before I actually send them into the next fight. But yeah, you guys are unfamiliar with it, you're just popping in. Playing in Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. It's the real-time strategy game for the fleet-based aspects, or the ship-based combat in Warhammer 40,000. It's a pretty cool game. Firestorm Falcon. Falcon. Looking for... yes, Firestorm. Oop, can I do it? Weird. Confirm. How about you? I gotta remember to level these guys up also. Ba 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 da ba ba. La 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 la. Weird sounds. See here, Hunter, Firestorm. Yes. Oh no, I can't use that also. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Level up. Okay, first off, you already leveled up, Spire. Fator. So his idea is he jumps in, supercharged void shields. He's able to do more lightning strikes, so he's like a brawler. So the next ability should be more brawler specific, right? So his passive is going to be lightning strike inflicts a 600 morale loss if you include a Collectus assassin inside the boarding party. Okay, it inflicts a 600 morale loss in addition to other effects. Applies to the flagship. Sure. Improved auger rate and identification range of the ship is increased by 9,000 units. In addition, enemy ship entering the scanning range is automatically targeted as marked. Marked ships are revealed for 45 seconds. Okay, sure. Damage caused by asteroid fields and spore fields are nullified. I'm going to always forget that. Mission Dissipator. The ship can use maneuvers without being identified. Applies to fleets, escort ships, and light cruisers. No. The range of macro weapons is increased by 4,500 units, and 4,500 units for lances. That's not bad. In fact, I kind of would like to do that. The Nova Cannon skill gets unlimited loads. Does he have Nova Cannon on that ship? Though the cooldown is raised by 20%. Applies to the flagship. Well, yeah, of course. I don't think it has... No, flagship does not have Nova Cannon. I could change that, but... let's see here. Identification range I can see being pretty good. Just being able to see things immediately and have them like tagged or marked so they can't just like slip out of your way. Lightning strikes that inflict a 600 morale loss. I'm not sure if that's how good that is. I don't really pay attention to morale that much, but like my morale on this particular ship, what is it? Does it actually say? Shield, hull, defense. I don't know if that's a lot. I'm assuming that's a lot. I think improved auger array or range would be good. Maybe range, because he's a little bit more aggressive. I'm going to do that. I mean, some of the other ones are pretty good. But being able to shoot for, like, long range is actually pretty good. Okay, so we got that. Back off. Back. And we got Sator of the Imperial Fists. And same stuff, for the most part. Including Assassin, Asteroid Fields, that... first company Terminators. When performing Lightning Strike, the critical assault chance increased by 75%. Key is empty. I don't know what that means. Sure, whatever. Company Banner. Assault skill cooldown is reduced by 50%. That's not bad. That's pretty good. 50% cooldown is not too shabby. But Lightning Strike is pretty good. I feel like getting a lot of assaults is better than getting... I think I'm going to get Company Banner. Okay, back out. Save. Zoom. And I guess I could go... Is there anything else I can add to this force up here? I mean, it's pretty strong already. 927. Clint, my boy. Clint, can you do anything else, Clint? Oh, there's no shipyard here. Whatever. How many turns do I got? 3 turns? Let's bag out for a second. Clint. Can I add anything to you, Clint? Escorts, anything? Takes so long to load up. Okay. We got 894. Oh, we get 4 points. I don't think I can buy anything, really. Yeah, I can't. Cancel. Yeah, I don't have enough room. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay, stay there, Clint's. End turn, I guess. Nothing much I can do. They were thinking. Oh, he's assaulting now? That's not good. Two turns. I mean, whatever's going to happen here is going to happen. Agripiana. Okay, so, okay, we got a couple assaults going on. Spire is ready. In 2 turns, he's going to hit here. Space station. And defense platform, yeah. Get that. Defense platforms, good. This is going to be 1. Let's see here. I mean, I can zip back and defend these things. It's not that big a deal. Let's see. Can I just... It's 4... Fleet strength is only 462. So I can send... Spire here. Go do this and have it like an auto battle. Let's actually think about this for a second. We can do... we should send these guys up here to brawl. And Spire can just go back here and he can defend both of these. And then come back. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's do that. We'll split up. Good hunting, my friends. Okay, boop. And boop. Cool. And we'll not do that. We'll do this. 687 versus double the strength, right? So I can do... Should I just do auto battle? Secondary objective. An important person been sighted on the ship. Don't let them get away from this battle. And did anyone die? No one should be dead. Yeah. Damage, yes, but I outclass these guys so much. Cool. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Winter's calling me.
back. Thanks for waiting. You are so amazing, my friends. You are so incredible, my friends. You're gonna have an amazing Sunday, my friends. Let's see, training outpost. We got Death World, potential upgrade. Any other upgrades that are relevant to what we're doing?
Maybe. Possibly. Let's see. Fortress World. Minor Shipyard. Construction points. Sure. Is it 130? I'll upgrade the shipyards here. Penal World. And we got Farm Worlds. And I think most of my resource producing stuff have already been upgraded, so I think I'm good. Cardinal World. Increases renown earnings by... Let's actually upgrade this guy. Increases... Monument increases renown earnings by 0.003%. That can build up pretty fast if I have a little bit of investment in it. Okay, cool. I think I'm good. It's all peaceful in the Warhammer 40,000 setting. Reinforcement. So that fleet's gonna go, but then Spire. Okay. Spire, auto battle. Should be fine. If you outclass someone like really, oh man, I need more renown. Only 14 renown for that fight. What is this? 1 action point for each fleet involved in battle. Oh, sure. Okay, cool. Whatever. Okay. Got that out of the way. Okay, I could do... Like, I don't want to keep building up, but I want to see if maybe I can, like, save my battle plans, you know what I'm saying? So... I'll do Spire here. And then, let's see here. 1, 2, 3... yeah. Actually, you know what? I could probably just, like, conquer a lot of this stuff. What's this? Agri World, Minor Shipyard. I mean, might as well, right? Less to worry about. Battle. Okay. We get more bonus points. We get a little bit more renown. So, yeah, might as well. If something is weak enough, we just kill it. Space Station, Minor Shipyard. Won't spend anything there. Outpost. Anything else? Anything interesting? They're going to attack. I think everything's fine. Everything's nice and peaceful. We're all learning to get along in the far-off future of Warhammer 40,000.
General, we've received reports of a concentration of Eldari. Command advises their control of the systems increases their threat.
Okay.
Eldari. What are they up to now?
According to Command, they seek to awaken an ancient god. Heretical nonsense.
Huh.
But nonsense we cannot afford to ignore, Commodore.
The seventh path. The Ynnari conducting research in the Nemesis Tertia system. Their success would mean nothing but a bad omen. Okay, interesting. Boop. Ooh, nice. Nice renown. Again, I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm at that point where I feel like I'm like kind of I'm on my own, or what's the saying? I don't know. 412. Cool. Chaos Bravery reduction by 20 in the Agrippina sector for 5 turns. That's not bad. Cool. Cool. So far, so good. So once I do this mission, I should be able to just clear my heat like all together. I won't have to spend any battle plans on it. So, Monsieur Aspire. Boop, boop. What can I do? Can I make it? I can make it. Cool. Save. You can't make it, right, Spire? Yes, excellent. Boop. All right, Eldari. Deployment order. The glorious Cannoli leading the charge, of course, as always. Okay, heroes, of course. Boop, boop. And Lunars. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Lunar, lunar, lunar. Lunar. And then the rest is just going to be escorts. Sword. Firestorm. Firestorm. A Nova in there. Cool. Sounds good. Stopping the harvest. Amistel. The Drukhari have been raiding Amistel for centuries, but they have always been repelled by the Imperial's defenses. Recent events within the Cadian Gate have severely dispersed Imperial forces and allowed the Drukhari to intensify their attacks. Lord High Admiral Spire has been assigned to the task of putting an end to these raids. Indeed. Quite. $2,887 power versus whatever. Once I get to level 7, it's going to be crazy, man. The rush maneuver replaces all head full on tier. The rush maneuver replaces all head full for Tyrians and allows something.
Okay. Vessels and are receiving a distress hymnal from a nearby mining complex. Do you think the two are related?
Undoubtedly. All vessels, full ahead to the mining complex. This system has suffered enough. The Drukhari shall not add to its woes.
Okay. Any weirdness on this map? So we got Spire, we got our brawlers, our heroes out in front. Doop-a-doo. Got our lunars. Or I guess one of them isn't a lunar. 4, 5, 6, and 7 lunar. Cool. Do 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 do. Boop beep 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 boop. Okay, let's do that. Boop. Do 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 over here. Okay, plop. And plop. Okay, so. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. More or less the strategy before. Let's see here. Maybe all the ones that are. Let's do. Brace for impact. Okay, I can't use silent running for any of these guys. So I'm just going to do lock on. Lock on. And 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, it's really hoarse today. Excuse me. Not really sure what's going on. I think I'm getting some allergies, some bad allergies. Voice sounds all gravelly. Maybe I'm just not talking enough. I gotta talk to you guys more. Okay. Pretty enough.
Readings suggest a plasma storm will soon occur in this region. I recommend we avoid gas clouds for the duration.
Oh, interesting.
The mixture will be explosive.
Understood. Helm, keep us clear.
Okay. So we can't use gas clouds? Interesting. Do 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 do. Okay. Running silent. Sure, we'll run silent. Run silent. All right. So we just destroy or rout every one of the Drury forces. Spire's flagship must not be destroyed. Okay. So let's do... They're coming down the middle. Maybe we can, like, corner them in between some of these gas clouds. Like, we could fight them over here, and they would probably have to go through the gas clouds when they're burning. Actually, you know what? I might do that. It's actually a pretty good idea.
Ship ready.
Because they're always like jumping around and trying to be all LV and like backflipping through the space, so to speak, you know?
Your orders?
So I think
Hold course.
we can use that to our advantage. So how do I know when the plasma storms are going to do their thing?
Your orders?
Oh, saying something. Sending something. Can I intercept this guy?
Receiving your order.
Where are they going? They're just missing! What? Okay, whatever. Brah. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Cool.
We serve.
Look at this guy. They just totally missed those other fighters.
Your orders?
Admiral Spire to Drukhari Raiders. This is your only warning.
Only warning? What? They gave a warning?
Suffer the Imperium's wrath.
What is this? Isles promised rich prey herds, unvigiled and ripe for the taking. Find my spy master and have him flayed alive.
I repeat, withdraw now or be obliterated. These are loyal subjects of the Imperium, not your chattels.
Break and attack! Pattern of the Void Servant! Fill your holds with prisoners!
Fill that corridor with a bunch of like fire.
His screams shall last a lifetime beneath my roof.
Okay, yeah, this is a good strategy. So go here, get some Nova cannons. Like this will just be funnel all these guys in. It'll just be a kill thing. And I'll keep my escorts right over here, and they will keep all those guys there. They'll be a little bit of a bait, you know. Let's see here. Lock on. Brace for impact. Yes. Let's see here. That's a bomb. Should I use all my plasma bombs? Where's my guy?
Damage at critical levels.
Okay. Here. Advance the gun line.
Hold course.
Machine spirit appeased.
Where's my scout?
Enemy sighted.
Wait, is that my scout? Oh, dude. And everyone's going.
Ready to serve.
Enemy sighted.
Got anything interesting? Oh, hello. Look at all this. Wait, pause for a second. Hello there. Hello, my friends. What's going on? Nice to meet you.
ready.
Okay. Yes. Borders.
We wait your command.
I gotta remember to use my assault actions a little bit more liberally. What's going on here? We got I don't want to use any command actions just yet.
Successful teleport strike.
Bombers. Is that a bomber? No.
We wait your command. Changing course.
These guys can probably come around.
We wait your command. Lightning strike successful. Aye, Admiral. Aye, Admiral.
Advance.
Where we are needed.
Just advance, 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 advance. Like a slow, ponderous, like, advanced forward.
Begun.
Plasma storm coming in 30 seconds. Good to know. Plasma storms are likely to occur in the area. The energetic perturbations are negligible most of the time. However, amplified with gas clouds. Plasma storms may be anticipated in the signal will be displayed for 30 seconds before they happen. If a ship is in a gas cloud during a plasma storm, its shield value is instantly nullified and cannot regenerate. In addition, it suffers 125 damage per second, ignoring armor. This should be fine. Let's see here. Let's do... Boop. Boop. That gladens as soon as the ship remains in the gas cloud or the plasma storm ends. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see, advance using your shields. I'll drop another plasma bomb in here. Why not? And boop. And boop. And boop. And boop. And boop. Yep. Cool. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going?
Receiving your order. Execute high energy turn.
Okay, fire some torpedoes in there.
Engaging engines.
Plasma bomb. Weapon damage. I don't like that.
Initiate emergency repairs.
Slow down a little bit. And fire aboard. Oh my god. Hold. Pause. 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 Why is he taking so much damage? Let's get Spire out of here. Let's see here.
Enemy sighted. Setting course.
Show us the enemy.
Yes, we'll retreat Spire and then someone else. I think the way it works is that if I retreat a ship and I have something in my roster, then reinforcements have a certain amount of chance of coming on. So that should be fine. Let's get him out of here.
Ship ready. Changing course.
Let's see here. Doop-a-doo. Kind of want to use my like lightning strikes and stuff, but it's fine. Okay. And you are way too far ahead.
Impossible, Admiral. Engines engaged.
Advance.
Machine
And we do
spirits
have
released.
supercharged shield. Which we're probably going to have to use, actually.
Energize vectored thrust. Your orders?
Okay, pause. Do I have my scout? I do. And what we got? We got... Let's see, we have that. Let's do. bombs would be good. Have any other thing else I can do? Boarding bombs. And we'll do this. Nova cannon. That. And just bombers, bombers, bombers. Sounds fine.
Enemy sighted.
And we're losing escorts, but that's fine.
Escort vessel lost. Aye, Admiral. Course engaged.
Slow down. Call to arms. This guy is just getting pelted. And I think his supercharged shield is off, so let's circle him around. We'll do that, that. I think most of our ships are up here. So we'll do... I think there's one over here too. Advance a little bit. Advance a little bit. Cool. Sounds fine right now. Advance. Advance. And
We wait your command.
it's fine. And just retreat as soon as you get the chance. Use that. Okay. Call to arms. Ju. Have some problems. Bombs, which is not fun. Lots of bombs. What the hell? Actually, you know what? Do that. Turn and go out like that.
State your order.
Okay. I feel like I'm doing okay so far. Large spaceship must not be destroyed to around everyone. The Drukhari forces. And I need running still silent, right? Let's see. Need a scout up here. Okay.
We are ready to serve. Machine spirit appeased.
This guy's just gonna die. I don't have to do anything.
Engine red lines. Thruster routines active.
Let's see here. I think there might be something over there. I'm not 100% sure. Let's do a smaller turn in order to get back in there. And these guys, let's see. You have your ship, your shields. Let's do like boop, boop, and boop, boop, and then boop, boop. Try to avoid the gas clouds. Boop, boop, boop. And then boop, boop. This is my commander, my military mindset. Look at all these raiders. Oh my god, man. Crazy.
Engaging drive. To serve the Omnisire.
Give us purpose.
Nope. Let's do high energy thrusters. Chase them down. Chase them down.
Heading
I'm
acknowledged.
gonna scout to catch up a little bit.
Coordinates acknowledged.
She's fine so far, so good.
Engaging engines.
Okay. All right.
State your order.
Keep on going. Go like that. Go like this. Go like that.
Receiving your order.
And how's
Engaging
my?
drive.
Should I just bail? 33%. I'm still. Oh my god. Maybe I will try to. I don't know. So I can't even like maneuver. Yeah, I don't think I can. The bridge is damaged, I think, right? The deck is damaged, so I can't use any repair actions. And then I won't be able to use any call to arms too. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just sit there. We'll see what happens. The hull is still good. So even if like all my crew are dead on that ship, I'll still be able to salvage it.
I am listening.
Catch up a little bit with this guy.
Engine red lines. Optimal course set.
Where shall we strike?
Okay. Should be able to use. Like it feels like the difficulty is gone down a little bit now that I'm actually able to build up and take care of myself a little bit better. I think this is the last one. It's actually Spire.
We serve.
I don't think he even needs a flee, really. Yep, that's it.
Commodore, report. Is that the last of them?
Seems so, High Admiral. Always hard to tell with Drukhari, but I think so.
Secure from battle stations.
All right.
The border will be safer, at least for a time.
Cool. It's fun. Okay. So, so yeah, let's like take a break. Well, actually, hold up. I think there might be a little bit of a cutscene after this, so let's not go away from the game just yet. Okay, let's go over. Let's finish a little bit of what we're talking about, of the lore side of it. So we talked a little bit about the Rek'Gul, right? Rek'Gul physiology, we'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about the ships just really quickly. The dual taints of the warp and radiation are commonly found among the Rek'Gul. Now, the Rek'Gul, if you, coming in here a little bit later, you kind of missed it. They're the 40K's version of like diesel punk xenomorphs, yeah, right? That's their deal for the most part. I think they have some like warp ability, but I think their psychic ability is a little bit muted in some aspects, but it's been a while since I really thought about them. Rek'Gul physiology. The dual taints of the warp and radiation are commonly found among the Rek'Gul. The radiation may be a consequence of the fission pulse drives found on their vessels. However, it might be that the species seeks out it as a means of inducing additional mutations among the ranks. The Seneschal information broker, Nathan Santos, has observed that he is unsure which option is more terrifying. That the Rek'Gul deliberately seeks out corrupting mutation, or the species is so consumed by bloodlust and rage that they no longer have any interest or ability to conduct basic maintenance on their vessels. While some mutations are clearly due to the depredations of the warp, others seem more consistent with those developed following the extended radiation exposure. The combination of those two influences clearly affects the species gene pool, which has resulted in substantial variations between the specimens found in different regions of the expanse. At the same time, initial reports have not identified any tribal or cultural iconography that associate with any of these genetic variants. This suggests, though it does not confirm, that the Rek'Gul may lack the necessary cultural sophistication to develop tribal cultures. Members of the Magos biologists have marveled at remains recovered from the Rek'Gul conflicts. Studies indicate that the species is an egg-laying creature, and the Rek'Gul undergo extensive physiological changes over the course of their maturation. Further, their reproductive methods appear to involve a trinary breeding scheme that is dependent upon the age and stature of the individuals involved. Some reports suggest that the biochemical and physiological changes may occur in the Rek'Gul based upon their social standing within their communities. All theoretical. As the Xenos attain specific levels of authority, they may trigger shifts in their reproductive mode. However, these factors cannot be confirmed until live specimens are studied over an extended period of time. Astropats have been unable to consistently divine future attacks even with the assistance of the Emperor's Tarot, as the simple brutality occurs at unpredictable intervals across huge ranges of locations. The Xenos infest the unbeholden reaches so much more than others, but attacks have occurred inconsistently in many other locations. Among voidsmen, many legends have circulated that the warp itself often places the Xenos vessel in ideal location to launch an attack at the most inconvenient time possible. These legends are most common within regions of space where Rakghoul are more active, a factor that is hardly coincidental. In the sharp contrast, based on the exploration patterns throughout the Chronos Expanse, there may be more of a pattern to at least some of the Rakghoul attacks than first appears. A number of these assaults occurs when the worlds where xenoarchaeologists have identified the remains of civilizations lost long before the first rogue traders passed through them all. This suggests that the seemingly mindless Rakghoul had been the motivation and abilities necessary to carry out such a search for something lost. Thus far, however, no research has been able to discover what would be valuable enough to send them out to the Expanse. Yeah, in a lot of the... it feels like a lot of the creator races of the Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader pen and paper game, they kind of like briefly mentioned that there's some, creator race for a lot of these aliens, that they're, they're extinct, but a lot of their technology is like left behind. Like that's another thing that kind of like in my mind, in my head, kind of links the Rakghoul back to the Ragna, right? Just the way it's the creator race is described. This presents a challenge to Imperial forces when attempting to constrain Rakghoul. Without a known target, it is more difficult to provide consistent protection against alien incursions. Their volatile and unpredictable natures only exacerbates the problem. Ultimately, there are far too many worlds containing the remains of shattered cultures within the Chronos Expanse to hope to protect them all. The most prominent rogue trader in the Expanse, Winterscale, Quarter, and Saul, have promised great rewards to the person who discover the source of these aliens, so they may descend upon the world and cleanse it with the wrath of their considerable fleets. However, thus far, no one has managed to accomplish this. Winterscale and Corda you meet in the CRPG. So let's see here. See if I can actually go through their ships really quick, because I don't want to end the stream without, doing what I said I was going to do. NPC Rakghoul 97. Strixus are one of my favorite Rogue Trader Xenos races, but I don't think I'm actually playing them right in the game. I don't know, it's a long story. The Rakghoul, so it's unclear if the Rakghoul have directly recently discovered warp travel by scavenging ships from other races, or if they might be the survivors of a dying race. Again, Ragna. As their vessels are best characterized by haphazard repairs and uneven appearance, both opinions seem justified. In either case, the vessels share common core architecture. The cylindrical core, balanced upon a crude fission power drive, extend the length of the ship. Asymmetric extensions run fore and after the core, and in line with it, short fins extend irregularly from the hull. These vessels are extensively decorated with crude symbols, randomly placed armor pieces, and a broad range of defensive turrets. So regarding the warp drive, let's talk a little bit about their components, right? Here's an example of what they look like. See? They're kind of like a bundle of mismatched diesel punk, technology, right? The warp drive and predictive devices. The Rakghoul's warp drives are far more advanced than the Xenos race's other technology. Inspections of several hulked Rakghoul vessels reveal that warp drives seem to have been added to the Rakghoul ships independently of the sharp ship's construction. This was further borne out of the strange cylindrical devices that make up a part of their warp drives. To protect against the predications of the warp, the Rakghoul seem to rely exclusively on a series of talismans, charms, and symbols built into the hulls of their vessels. So it's interesting, kind of implying, again, that some of their technology is been influenced externally from something else, whether intentionally or unintentionally, right? Mostly, so it's like the core is from something else, from a different race, from a different faction, right? That's what I think that's what it's implying. Life sustainer and crew quarters. Although Rakghoul seem to be able to breathe oxygen, the atmosphere aboard the ships are thick and choked with noxious chemicals, as well as radiation from their unshielded fission piles. This is like Xenos technologists derisively dubbed their sustainer systems fume sustainers. Likewise, their living quarters are hot, dry, awash in radiation. Rakghoul weapons. Rakghoul tend towards macro batteries firing swarms of warheads or unwieldy lance cannons. So we've been playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada, so you kind of know what the terms are for those pretty much. So they're macro cannons, the physical load-bearing ordnance, right? Howler cannons. These weapons are nicknamed by the survivors of the wreck hull attacks, who describe the sound of their shells impacting the hull as unrelenting howl. Howler cannon batteries fire massive and brutal barrages of ordnance to overwhelm their targets with a sheer volume of fire. Okay, roar beam. The phallus below of the Xenos, these large, gigantic beam weapon clusters seem to run along the entire length of the largest wreck hull ships. They fire rad beams that voraciously eat through the toughest armor. Clanger torpedo tubes. These torpedo tubes are capable of firing 2 torpedoes in each salvo. They are loaded with boarding torpedoes, which are functionally identical to those used by Imperial vessels. Okay, interesting. They named it like that. Raider Landing Bay. During combat, these bays are completely open to the void. Docked assault crafts are attached to an airlock, which is used to load the vessels. In non-combat situations, massive doors are closed off to seal the component, so they may be able to use to conduct repairs and maintenance, and in so much as wreck hull engage in such these activities. So unwieldy, rad fumes, any protective non-wreck hull character within the wreck hull vessel must make a toughness test. So there's just it's just saturated by radiation on the decks and the interior of these ships, right? So, wreck hull special weaponry. So the Howler cannon, right, has a warhead swarm. When firing a Howler cannon, each degree of success. Warhead swarm. So it's just massive bombardments of physical weapon load. It sounds bad when I say it like that. Beam cluster, spinal weapon. Aurora beam may be installed on the prow weapon. So it's most of the beam energy weapons are alongside the spine, the prow, along with the side as well. So the way they're designed it more like a cylindrical shape compared to Imperial ships. It's interesting. Wreck hull butcher. Very rarely found alone. The butcher is used on rare occasions when the wreck hull attack planetary targets. When capable of assisting in combat, these starships are relatively poor armed and lightly armored. Their slow speed and lack of maneuverability aggravates the issue. In combat, they prefer to stand off in the main fight and inundate their opposition with swarms of small craft and boarding torpedoes. Once the opposition is eliminated, they enter low gravity over targeted world and mercilessly pound targets with warhead swarms while launching waves of assault craft. Right. So frigate, typical size of a ship that you encounter in like starting Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader play. Right. So less common than other wreck hull escort craft, the Mauler class frigates are still far more commonly seen than any lone explorer or trader would like. These vessels, often dramatically in their presence, secondary armaments, defenses, and appearance, they vary dramatically. Okay. They are, however, distinguished by their primary weapons, clusters of torpedo tubes. These torpedo tubes are almost always loaded with boarding torpedoes, offering another method for the vicious wreck hull to enter into direct melee with their prey. So interesting. I think I mentioned before, I should probably turn you guys onto it, but there's a subreddit that does talk about the I'll probably focus on that. Let me actually load that up really quick. So there is a Battlefleet Gothic subreddit I'll turn you guys onto. Fleet Gothic sub Reddit. And the community seems to be very tight. They do have like model showcases. A lot of people are really talented making these tabletop minis, right? And the community has actually put out an updated rule set for the old Battlefleet Gothic mini war game, right? So, and they'll see rules for dealing with like Imperial or Eldar, which is pretty cool. But I think they also have rule sets for other obscure Xenos races. Let me see if I can actually find some stuff. Like a lot of these guys are very, very talented. But so like, look at this. I think they have the rules for like road trader fleets. They include other types of ships right there. To be like pirates or like alien stuff. Road trader for the Chronos Expanse. This looks like kind of like a what was it? Alpha Legion kind of color scheme. Very interesting. But High Fleet Makara. Oh, so dope. Look at that, man. Look at this. Like, crazy, man. I love it. I love the creative energy that goes into these things, these models, and they kind of get saturated in the community, right? But definitely check it out. It's just Battlefleet Gothic, our Battlefleet Gothic, I think it is. And I think they do have a link for the updated rule set for Battlefleet Gothic tabletop. So anyways, I wanted to showcase that a little bit. Boop. Go back here. We are at 2.5. Oh, not 2.5 hours yet. So we lost some little guys, which is fine. Got some experience out of that.
Xenos activity have slackened almost to nothing, High Admiral. Perhaps you may yet serve the Emperor's designs.
I am gratified by your praise, Lord Inquisitor.
Some good has come of this, my lords. The affected worlds have raised substantial militias to repel the Xenos. Serve as effective auxiliaries
Emperor
until
bless.
the despoilers' forces return.
The situation should never have been allowed to arise. See that there is no repeat.
Understood, my lord.
Cool. Yes. Ooh, look at that renown. Oh, more. Ah, I need more. I need 7. I want to see the new ships. I kind of want to play a little bit longer today. Now, you've been awarded 1,500 renown points. Following points of interest, permanently gain the training outpost bonus. Oh, that's kind of cool. The following points of interest permanently gain the training outpost bonus. You've been awarded resources for each safe transporter. Wait, we only saved 2? I thought we saved more than that. Radiation waves me. Okay, that's fine. Flash of storms, that's fine. Cool. Is that it? And our heat is all gone, so that's good. Hopefully it didn't freeze. I'll be very upset if it froze.
We're receiving a
Okay,
message
good.
from the governor of Laurentix of Łełᴏᴛ. Seems like while we were chasing Drukhari slavers, the despoiler took advantage.
High Admiral Spire.
I wonder what this.
Here we go again.
Can this wait?
Can this wait till
Reinforce Laurentix?
Lord Inquisitor?
Ah, yes. Very good, High Admiral. Carry on. Darkhammer out.
Some days I miss Inquisitor Horst. I wonder whatever became of him.
Cool. Eradicate the plague. Interesting. Responding to Mayday from the governor, ＳOʀᴍᴜᴛ, Lord High Admiral Spire decided to lead the Battlefleet the Łełᴏᴛ system to defeat the servants of Nurgle who have seized the planet Laurentix. Just 1 special operations there. That should be fine. Okay, I think we're doing good. I think overall, I can see the difference in difficulty now that I'm building up my fleet a little bit. And now that I actually know what I'm doing. Okay. Hive Worlds. Definitely want to upgrade that. Can I upgrade? Okay, it's a new sector. Let me take a look at it. Doesn't seem to be that big. Bellis Corona. What do we have? We get Death Worlds. We have listening posts. Oops. I feel like I've seen Bellis Corona in a different 40k project. Excuse me. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Nothing too crazy. Oh yeah, there was the Eldar making some sort of weird movements in one of my systems. Where was it? It was over here, wasn't it? They're doing this. 2 turns for something. Okay. I don't think I can actually make it in time. We got... Ooh. So what's gonna happen? Like, I don't think I can take this. Not with what I have. I mean... Yeah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I can't even make it in 2 turns. There's no way. It is what it is. Okay, let's just concentrate on like fortifying what we have. Let's see here. We can go ԲΣΟᴛᴛᴟᴇᴰᴜ. We can go from... So you have to go... Probably have to go through the galactic southwest. Oh wait, does it go, like, Dentor? Oh, it goes directly from Dentor. Okay. So this is easy then. Interesting. Okay. Probably. New ship. Should I do new ship? Let's see, what can I do? Training outpost. Increase the critical assault chance. Nothing's really building up. So I think I'm just gonna minor shipyard, evolution level, do extra construction points. That's fine. That could be useful. And defense platforms. I can always just build that later on. But 827. I can fight with these guys next turn. And I should... Let's see, let's do... Let's add some more. Let's add some more escorts, because I lost like 4. We can just go and like just fortify everything that we have. Clear out some of these guys. And we have enough battle plans that we can probably track down some of the Eldars. The Eldars. Go into some their secluded star systems. So we got 859. So we got, what do we got? We got a sword. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Falcon. Do Firestorm. Falcon. Fire. Ooh, wait, no, not Firestorm. Do. Do 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 do. Firestorm. We're doing a Firestorm. And Firestorm. And Agripiana. Let's see here. Do we have enough? No, we'll just do like just tons of escorts. Falcon. Falcon, Falcon, Falcon. And Cobra. What's this again? One Cobra. And... Oop. Ah. Maybe not a Cobra. Maybe we'll do another Firestorm. Yes, that should be fine. Firestorm, 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 Storm, that's fine. And then we'll do that for these guys as well. Redeemer Pride only has one person on board, or one unit of people. Ooh. They don't have to fight in the next combat. I can send someone else in first. 95. No more room. This guy. Oh, level up. Nice. So, let's see here. What's been going on with my life? Nothing too crazy. I've actually been thinking about running a Dungeons & Dragons campaign for my friends. Now, originally I told my friends that I was going to run a Fate RPG system, but I don't know, something about Fate hasn't really clicked for me, so I've been kind of like putting it off for the longest time. I might do like a one-shot like Fate in the Dresden Files universe, that series of novels, but I was thinking about doing a Planescape campaign for my Dungeons & Dragons campaign. And I guess the premise that I had an idea for was Planescape is like the setting in Dungeons & Dragons where it's like it takes place in the kind of the center of the cosmos, I guess you could kind of say. It takes place where you have more heavily access to the planes of law and order, heaven, hell, planes of fire, planes of earth, that sort of thing. So in the center of all that is the city of Sigil, which is city of doors, or the cage, right? As like portals throughout like all of reality. It's just like a kind of like a almost like a steampunk, almost like a grim fairy tale style like city, right? At the center of everything, right? And the idea that I had for my D&D campaign was that so there was kind of like in one of the prime material planes, like the worlds of like this, the mundane world, so to speak, or more mundane fantasy worlds, there was an apocalypse that happened, like an elemental apocalypse. Kind of unclear about the specifics on it, but like there was a flood from the plane of water just came and destroyed the entire world, and now all the remnants of the world are like floating around in the plane of water, right? So I was thinking about having a campaign where the players get in like steampunky kind of ships or submarines and like loot the remains of the planet, right? That's like the bulk of the campaign. And you find like, you know, there's a lot of opportunity for like wealth, stuff like that. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm kind of like working on ironing out the details, but yeah, for what it's worth. Let's see here. 857 for this guy. Let's do 857. So I don't have enough for a light cruiser, but a lot of Novas. Let's see. Nova, boop, boop, Gladius. Let's do boop, boop. Oh, no, we already have Gladius. So we'll just do boop, boop. Nova, Nova. Should be fine. Cool. And that should be it. I'm not quite sure what's going to be happening up there. Hopefully it's not too bad. I think it said something like the amount of Eldar like urgency is going to rise or something weird like that. I guess we'll see. If it ends the campaign, I'm going to be I'm going to be pissed. That's like very, very cheap. Okay. Come on.
Lord High Admiral Spire.
Yes, sir.
A pleasure to hear your voice as ever, Inquisitor. How may I serve the Imperial?
One of my agents has been contacted by a Necron turncoat.
Turncoat?
This individual claims knowledge of dire happenings in the Resnor system.
Is that a thing?
A Necron traitor? I've never heard of such a thing.
They are rare, but known to those of us who make study of such things. But is he trustworthy? We will only find that out through investigation.
I mean...
Understood, Inquisitor. I'll dispatch scouts at once. Better still, I'll lead the mission personally.
Interesting. Scouting party. After being contacted with mysterious Necron renegade, Inquisitor Darkhammer demanded, man, he's so loud. Demanded that Spire investigate suspicious Xenos activities in the Resnor system. Where is that? The Resnor system. Oh, it's another sector. Okay. Oh, it's not. It's an optional one. Okay. Interesting. Where did that is? So I come from this area. There's only one way in. Oh, orcs! Finally. Orcs, pirates, Necron. Where is the... where's the... Oh. So with Spire, I just have to reach it. I don't have to do any battle? Interesting. I mean, maybe. I'll go ahead and do that. That's one experience. Very interesting. We got... Mining worlds, forge worlds. Okay, that's a pretty good system. Ship's cemetery world. Okay. Ship's cemetery. Dormant tomb. Increase Necron threat by 1 in the sector unless one of your fleets is stationed in the system. Tyranid Remnant. Increases Tyranid threat by 1 in the sector unless one of your fleets is stationed in the system. Unsustainable world. Doubles delay of evolution by this point of interest. So what's the point of having it? Generates... Oh my god! Generates 60, 120, 200 per turn. What? Wait, where do I have to fight them from? I have to fight through these guys. Okay. What's your deal, Reznor? The Junkyard of Chinchair. Reznor was reduced to ash and waste during the series of battles in the Horus Heresy. Okay. It was kind of like one of the most famous civil wars in the Imperium, if you're unfamiliar with it. Leaving its surface choked with wreckage of crippled warships. Such is the scale of the Starship Graveyard that millennia of scavengers have uncovered a bare fraction of useful components, chiefly because the rad storms loosed by the multiple reactor breaches make exploration of Reznor a brief and dangerous affair. However, for those in serious need, there are resources here to be uncovered. I don't mind going here and just occupying this area with Spire. We'll make another fleet just to sit on this, because I don't really need I can. I'll just sit on this, make some some space stations and whatnot, and go do my own thing. And right now, my main goal is to kind of just secure all this other territory. Interesting. Ba-ba-doop-a-doo. Cool. I could do... Hold on. I can do... In case of F up. It's been a while. So I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm doing pretty well. So... I think some people need to level up. He's max level. Aha. Okay. So what is his deal? He is a brawler, and he has a... Yeah, definitely a brawler. He fights like it. So we have a Void Winds Expert. From the next run, grants an additional movement point to the fleet. Okay. Engineering Expert. When the fleet is stationed in a system, all allied fleets in the system, including self, increases hull repair value by 10%, troop recovery by 3 troops. Interesting. Planetary Governor of the system, where the fleet is stationed, gains 1 additional evolution point per turn. Every new ship hired by this fleet is recruited directly at level 2. Okay. Logistician Genius. When the fleet is stationed in the system, every allied fleet in the system has the ship's upkeep reduced by 25%. That's not bad. What do I have for Spire? Spire is Engineering Expert. Okay. I kind of would like to do ship's upkeep reduced by 25%. That's pretty good. That's good. Be stationed in the system. Every allied fleet has ship upkeep. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we can already see it. 822 per turn. Cool. Let's just do some auto battles. We'll clear out some of the stuff. Minor shipyard. Yes. So we'll clear off some of the stuff. We'll clear these guys out. And then we'll make our way back here. And... yeah. Eventually we'll build up all the defense platforms and whatnot, all we need. And then we'll start... We'll send one garrison over to Chinchair, whatever that is. Yeah. It's fair enough. Does this have anything else? Boop. Boop. And any other way I can level up? Let's see here. I think some people I don't want... yeah, okay. So Fedor I don't want to bring along because he only has 9. Maybe I should. I don't know. Let's see, boop. Launch. He actually is pretty strong. So let's say... let's see, deployment order. do Spire. Do that. We'll do the Iron Pantalones. Let's see, get that. And some Lunars. Lunar. And we'll do Escorts. That seems fine. Auto battle. Okay. Did we lose any? We lost a Lunar. That's fine. And yeah, it's not that bad. We got a lot of renown out of that too. So we lost a Lunar, so we need to give this guy a new Lunar. That was over here. New ship. Lunar. Boop. And then we do what we got here. We got one Cobra. Oh, that's it? Okay, that's fine. And top off their ships. Well, I probably shouldn't. In a way, I probably shouldn't do this. I probably should just wait until because I'm going to be getting more money per turn, right? But I feel like if I don't add the ships back to the roster, then I'm going to forget. Let's see what we got. 890. Okay, he hasn't really lost anything. And you. What you got? 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 What did you have, my friend Satur? What do you have, my friend? So stupid. It's 897. Oh, so it was really only the Mechanicus fleet. Anyways, what's the deal with this one? Malon's Reach. Oops. Malon's Reach Primaris, okay. Malon's Reach stands as a stark warning to those who doubt the destructive power of heresy. Imperial rule crumbled as the plague of unbelief waxed full. The streets filled with shambling apostates and deluded fanatics of the stigmatous covenant, hell-bent on destroying the infrastructure of the government and rendering the world vulnerable to the demons of the ruinous powers. Ultimately, only a planet-wide population cull resulted in order. Okay, sure. Malon's Reach Secondus. Okay, caught between the Ultramarines of the Ultramarines and the Asuryani. Okay, so blue Space Marines versus Space Elves. The dockyards of Malon Reach Secondus are in need of substantial repair. Fortunately for the Imperium, the planetside mining complexes have stepped up on production, providing a flow of raw materials necessary for not only for reinvigoration of Malon's Reach defenses, but also the neighboring worlds. Okay, sure, cool. Anything else? I think next turn is going to be that Eldar ritual, whatever it is. We'll see what happens. Hopefully Chaos will come to our rescue and attack that place. So you got orcs as a faction now. Cool. Okay, wait. So what happened?
I'm seeing reports that the Eldari have recovered some kind of artifact from the planet's surface.
It's nothing I can do.
Curses. We were too slow and have allowed a permanent threat to take hold. We cannot let this continue.
Okay, what happened? Does it say anything? Wait. Does it do anything? Not really sure what change that made. Anyways, yeah, like these guys are kind of a little bit too tough to fight at the moment. Okay, let's just keep on doing what we're doing. Go around and F things up. Auto battle left and right. Okay. Got that, got that. So we're going to go here next. Hmm. 927. No, let's do auto battle. Anything else? Did I lose anything? Nope. I'm good. Cool. Excellent. Cool. Seditious ground. So I should have this guy stay over here. What's your deal? Tabor. Okay. Pretty cool. Tabor is a world near perpetual night, granted brief illumination by the local sun once every 7 years. Interesting. Such a gloom provided a fertile breeding ground for sedition and heresy. At the start of the 13th Black Crusade, fully half of Tabor's hive cities were plunged into anarchy long before the first Chaos warship blazed into orbit. But treachery was repaid only with treachery. At the Crusade's height, Karn the Betrayer descended on Tabor, and the world drowned in blood. Okay, interesting. Okay. Karn the Betrayer was like a one of the characters in Warhammer 40,000. He's more like a notable chaos worshipping berserker. That's the gist of it. But I think that's it. Is there anything else? Death Worlds. Let's save up my money. I like to have like a big nest egg for when things become more of a problem than they actually are. I'll be able to create more fleets raise more fleets if necessary. Okay, I can do that. We do like upgrade our agri worlds. Because I think agri worlds give a bonus to like everything. Agri worlds, where are you, my agri worlds? Colonel World, Monument, yes. That'd be good to upgrade. Penal World, that's fine. Sure. I think that's good enough. Cool. If I really need to lower the heat on my campaign, I have 7 or 8 blueprints, so we're fine. I would definitely like to see the level 7 ships in action before we end the stream. That would be amazing. Okay, you're attacking. Cool. Sure. All right. Anything else? 921 resources per turn. Not bad. Choo-choo-choo. Death World. Hive World, yes, definitely upgrade. 995, almost 1,000 per turn. And me. Yes, upgrade. And Mighty World Shipyards, yes. Yes. Excellent. What we got here? Agri World. I'll upgrade Agri Worlds more. Boop. Okay. Yes. Let's clear everything up. Where are we going next? We're going to... we can clear that last. Was it... we got 1,000... a little over 1,000 strength, and this is let's do what's the deal? Unsustainable world doubles the delay of evolution for this point of interest. Tile 4th expansion spear world each turn.
Unless one of your fleets is stationed in the system, there's 20% chance of the system being targeted by an invasion of the Tau 4th expansion fleet ships. Minor shipyard grants construction points. It's like part of me wants to leave them alone, and part of me wants to just get them out of the way. Yeah, I kind of just want to like fortify all my stuff. So let's do. Boop. Get all these guys out of the way. Okay. Launch battle. Let's see. Deployment order. Actually. Shit. Might actually have to fight. Yeah, I might not be able to do auto battle on this. It's time to make the enemy pay for the existence. Board their ship and take the dead wreckages behind you. Let's see here. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I really would appreciate it if you would do so. Current goal is to get the YouTube up to 500 subs. Kind of catch up with Twitch a little bit. So if you could help me out, that'd be great. I think it's like, last time I checked, like 2 or 3 more subs over on YouTube. But definitely help me out. But deployment order, I can only send in 2 fleets. So let's see. Maybe I should have waited. I can wait. Let's see here. Back. Actually, retreat. Oops. Wait, no. Wait. Well, no. I didn't realize that actually the repercussions for being a coward. Let's go back. Yes. Wait until my guys are repaired a little bit before doing this again. I think the Eldar might be a better target if they don't have any minefields. Okie dokie. So, boop-a-doo. 4. See, another thing is like, I would have to use battle plans in order to get there. I think I'm going to hold off on capturing this. I think I'm just going to do this, get this out of the way, and when I have extra battle plans, I'll come and drive these guys out. So... I wait another turn for them to kind of get repaired. Yes. Yeah, that's fine. And alternative, I can go here. What is this? Pretty strong, actually. Okay. Let me see. You know, I might. An alternative is like I might actually use. Use the blueprints, open it up, and use them to harvest experience. I think I might actually try that. Okay. Oh wait, oh, there's another one. Okay, there's another option. I can just kill these guys too. Totally forgot about these guys. Launch battle. 2529. Might be kind of risky to do auto battle on this one. Auto battle? Oh fuck! Oh my lord! 40. Oh, defeat. Okay. God damn. Okay. Well, I guess I'm doing this personally, aren't I? Why can't I load a game? What's happening? Let's see. I can never tell if it's just chugging along for the loading or what's happening. I think it might have crashed. What time is it? 2:39. I kind of want to play a little bit longer. I kind of want to clear out the star system if I can. I think it crashed. Let's see.
I think it crashed. Maybe that's the sign I need to end my stream. Okay. Guys. Got my game crashed, so I guess that's time, right? Uh-oh. For a second, OBS was going to crash. Maybe it's just a sign. We got to peace out. Guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me. As always, you guys are amazing, beautiful people. You deserve all the love in the world. Don't forget that. To say what I'm going to be doing this coming week, right? So on Wednesday night, we're going to do Wednesday, Thursday night, Saturday, Sunday morning, like we always do. I might actually try to do kind of like a Friday stream. I have the day off on Friday. So I might do something early on. I haven't really decided on that, but it might be interesting to kind of mix things up a little bit. But this coming Wednesday night, we're going to be doing Battle Clash, right? So it is a light gun game from the Super Nintendo era. I'm going to be playing on a Nintendo Wii that I hooked up to my computer, right? So that'll be interesting. We're going to try that out. Come check it out. I think I'm going to try to iron out all the bugs that I have going on. Wii controller works with my PC just fine. I think I need to kind of get the game to run by cursor, but I think I got it. So we'll see. So sorry I wasn't able to do Master of Magic last week, but we'll do Master of Magic this week. We're going to start up on Thursday. We're going to do the Master of Magic pirate campaign, mostly shipbuilding, sorcery, and shipbuilding, sorcery, and a lot of water to actually deal with. So I kind of really enjoyed playing Chrono Cross yesterday. I think I might have Chrono Cross again on Saturday. I'm not 100% sure. And then I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing next week. I think we're probably going to be doing, most likely we're going to be doing Road Trader again. I'm not 100% sure. I think we probably will, but I think we've done the majority of the DLC quests. So we'll level up, we'll do some side quests. I'll try to do something from any sort of other quests that I have missed. So yeah, it will probably mostly be Road Trader a week from now. Anyways, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I would appreciate you. You guys are amazing, beautiful people. I will talk to you later. Have an amazing Sunday, an amazing week. I'll see you soon, and bye.